Hello guys, just a super quick video explaining how to use AnnoTool, which is a small program that I wrote to help annotate images to train convolutional neural networks based on YOLO. You will see now that I'm running Windows. That's just because I don't have screen capturing software in Linux, but don't worry, it works exactly the same in Windows and Linux. So the only directory you really care about is the data directory. In here you'll find two directories, images and labels. In the image directory you will have all the images that you need to annotate, and you need to make sure they're all in JPEG. That's the only format right now supported by AnnoTool. The labels directory you can leave empty, and lastly you will have the data.txt. This needs to have all the names for the images without the file extension. Once you have that sorted, you can go ahead and run the AnnoTool. The first thing you see in AnnoTool is this super beautiful intro screen explaining how to use it. I'll just continue by pressing any key. If it doesn't work the first time, try clicking once with your mouse and then try again. Inside AnnoTool you will see to the top left a frame rate counter along with the index of what image you're currently annotating. So if you have, say, 1,000 images, you know just how many images you still need to annotate. Then you have your crosshair. You can change the size of the crosshair with the plus and minus key. I personally like it to be really big. And then it's just a matter of dragging and drawing bounding boxes. You'll notice that the last bounding box I draw is slightly more bold than the other ones. This is the active bounding box, and I can change the object class, which is shown up here in the top left with the scroll wheel. So if I need to change the object class of a previously drawn box, I can use the arrow keys to choose which one is active and which one I can change. You need to be a little careful when changing the active bounding box because these are stored in an array, and when you draw a new bounding box, it's just going to take the next slot in the array from the selected one or the active one. So if I select this one and draw a new box, it's going to override this one. So if you've drawn an incorrect bounding box, or like here bounding boxes all over, you can press C for clear to remove all the bounding boxes. So let's go ahead and draw a bounding box around this guy here. This is a counter-terrorist. I'm using Counter-Strike as an example because that's the one we've been working with for this project. So let's say the counter-terrorist here is object class 0. Once you've drawn the bounding boxes that you need to draw, you hit space. This will generate a TXT file with all the information about this bounding box and load the next image. So then it's just a matter of rinse and repeat. I can draw another bounding box here. Let's say I make a mistake and choose this as object class 1 and accidentally hit space. Hitting backspace will go back to the previous image, and then you can draw your bounding box once again and choose the correct object class and hit space again. If you go back and you need to draw the bounding boxes again, because every time you hit space it's going to generate a new TXT file, and if there are no bounding boxes it will just generate an empty TXT file. Now if you have, for instance, 1,000 images that you need to annotate and you don't feel like annotating all of them at once, you can hit S, which will save the progress, and then Q or escape to terminate the program. Now if you look in the data folder again, if you look at the data.txt, you will see that the first two images are no longer in the data.txt because I hit the S key, which saves the progress. Basically saving the progress just means removing the lines of the already annotated images. We can look in the labels folder and see that we have the labels generated and the images are still there, of course. So now next time I execute the program, it's gonna start off with the intro screen and then jump right into the third image. The index is now messed up, but that's fine. Let's try here and make the crosshair a little bigger. If you have some images that you for any reason would like not to use to train the network, you can hit the D key, which will delete the image and delete that line in your data.txt file and load the next image for you. So let's draw the last bounding box here around this guy, which is a terrorist. So let's make him object class number 1. Hit the spacebar. Once you hit spacebar and it's the last image, the program will terminate itself, and you will have all the labels that you need. That's basically all you need to know to use the AnnoTool. Thanks for watching, guys.